justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Sisson. Here. Garrell.
Here.
Zumwalt. Here. Huffman.
Here.
Hughes. Here. Payne. Here. Fleming.
Here.
Hillenberger.
Here. We have a quorum. First order of business is we have a swearing in of 2 new firefighters. Is Chief is here. Assume your position.
Yeah, so first up, I want to introduce Evan Kershaw. Evan was one of the candidates that tested with us last time. You may think you recognize him because his brother works here, Justin, and they kind of look the same. It's been kind of funny as he meets people and they're like, "You already work here." He doesn't, but we're happy to have Evan join us. He comes from the Coffee Fire Department, right? So, and he spent some time in WIT as well, so he's kind of familiar with the county. He is certified as a firefighter, but we'll have to attend some EMT training to get up to speed, but we found a kind of an accelerated program that we're gonna get him in, so he should be on the streets here pretty quick, so we're excited to have Evan, and without further ado, we'll let Carol, when we stand with you, or good? So Kyle can get your good side.
Absolutely.
You want me to block it?
No.
All right.
Raise your right hand, please, Evan. I, Evan Kershaw,
I, Evan Kershaw,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Illinois,
and the state of Illinois,
and to faithfully discharge the duties
and to faithfully discharge the duties
of firefighter for the fire department in the city of Litchfield, a firefighter for the fire department in the city of Litchfield,
firefighter for
fire department,
fire department in the city of Litchfield,
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and
Yeah,
ability.
there you go. Welcome, Evan.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
He was going to move it or somewhere. One more, Joey's back there going.
Evan, you got parents and other relatives other than your brother?
How's that? Sorry.
That's fun, that
I saw him smile, I thought I should.
Welcome, Evan.
Pride
Thank you very much.
And then next we have Joey Quinn. Joey has been a volunteer with the city for just over 15 years. He's been a long-standing, great volunteer for this community. He's probably changed most of your oil or sold you tires at some point. But most recently, he's been working down at the refinery as a firefighter. Joey is almost certified as a firefighter. He's been enrolled through the Illinois Fire Service Institute in a blended academy, so we'll be excited to have him done with that. He's already an EMT, so he'll start right on shift next week. So Joey is a product of you all allowing us to remove some requirements and get local people hired. So I think that's important to highlight that we've now hired 2 people off of our volunteers since you guys have allowed that, and I think that's going to keep people here in Litchfield and continue to grow the department. So without further ado, Joey Quinn.
Raise your right hand, please. I, Joseph Quinn,
I, Joseph Quinn,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Illinois,
and the state of Illinois,
and to faithfully discharge the duties
and to faithfully discharge the duties
of firefighter
of firefighter
for the fire department
for the fire department
in the city of Litchfield, Illinois,
in the city of Litchfield,
to the
Illinois,
best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
So-
What? Yeah, guys, come in, let's get it.
Alright, we're gonna go 3, 1, 2, 3. Go on 1, 2, 3. You're not wrong.
The hard day is when you have to play and have to walk around and keep
Okay, I have just one item. I want to congratulate and recognize Carol Burke for her service as, keeping things together in the office, and she plans to retire from a portion of that and retain her city clerk position and assist the city in the transition as approved by you folks. So we'll be discussing that, and she's concerned that everything gets put in order and we can maybe bring down some costs of auditing. Okay, we have some public participation. Is Zach, Pressman?
Yeah, Western.
Okay. You have 3 minutes, Zach.
Thank you for your time tonight, guys. Again, my name is Zach Ressman. I'm with Resolute Energy Solutions. And what I want to introduce to you guys tonight is a state program called Community Solar. And it's these big solar farms. They kind of look like this. There's about 30 of them that we have on throughout the state right now. There's many more, as you know. There's one down the road on the way to Livingston. What these are, they're funded through our taxes on our admin bills and the developers. Basically, what we're doing is we're turning some of them on, and when we do that, we can put credits on your admin bill from these solar farms. So it doesn't require any install on your property, and it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. We've already basically taken money and used it to fund these things. What we're looking for are municipalities specifically, hospitals, municipalities, school districts. These kind of organizations fit the bill. You guys use enough power, you're on the right rate class, and you're not going anywhere. You have staying power, what they call. And what I'm basically here to do tonight is introduce that to you, and hopefully we could get something going where we get some research and figure out if you guys qualify for this program and how much it would save you. This program would save you 10 to 15% of your admin bill. So the credits show up automatically off these solar farms, no cost and no install required. The credits pay 10 to 15% of your bill, depending on what rate class you're on. The city of Hillsborough, I'm working with them. Let me think who else. Smithton, Village of Marine I have on. I just signed up Anderson Healthcare, so it's moving. I have I've signed up over 400 people across the state of Illinois. I grew up dairy farming in Pocahontas, Illinois, so basically if I smell a dairy farm, I show up and sign them up. Again, it doesn't cost anything, and there's no install, so it's a great program. It's free, our taxes paid for it, and basically it's a credit that shows up automatically in your bill. It's pretty simple. that's basically the gist of it. I have like a flyer I kinda handed out, I don't know if I'm gonna throw some of those at you guys.
Jack, what's a normal agreement term?
So, yeah, typically, the agreements, depending on the developer, can be between 3 to 10 years, some of them are even 20 years. I actually prefer the longer term ones because you're gonna get the guaranteed discount for that whole term, that it's a fixed percent discount off your bill, which is really neat. It doesn't affect your third-party rates, your fixed supply rates in any way. It actually allows you to do that and this additional, what we call a grocery store discount.
Is this electricity only, or?
Yeah, it's electricity only, Ameren only. If you have like, I don't know what, if you guys have other, private utilities around here, but I know where I'm at, in Southwestern Electric is a big one, and Highland has their own municipality. Those kind of things don't qualify, only Ameren.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Thanks.
we will, at some point, contact you and.
Yeah,
let you
yeah,
know if
we
there
have
is
to reach out
interest.
to Brianne and just kind of figure something out about the bills and just kind of go from there. The-
We'll
the
reach out
first-
to you if there's interest, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Okay, now, I'd like a motion to approve the appointment of Nicole Zeisler as interim treasurer.
I'll make that.
Thank you, sir. Second, please. Alderman Hughes, second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Sisson.
Aye.
Gerald.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes.
Aye.
Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
And Kellenberg.
Motion passes. Now I'd like a motion to accept the minutes from the August 15, 2024 meeting. Alderman Gerald, can I get a second? Alderwoman Huffman seconds. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? Roll call, please.
Gerald.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberg.
Aye.
Sisson.
Motion passes. Now I'd like a motion to direct the city clerk to transfer funds from the city's sales tax to the city's general fund, to issue checks and authorize to pay the bills and process payroll.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Alderman Fleming, do we have a second?
Gerald.
I didn't see it.
That's okay.
I'm right here.
That's what that means. Okay. Any additions or corrections to the bills? Roll call, please.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberg. Sisson. And Gerald.
Motion passes. Alderwoman Huffman.
I make a motion to accept a proposal from Mike Claves for fall and holiday beautification for an amount not to exceed $13,790.
Thank you. Can I have a second? Alderwoman Sisson seconds. Any discussion?
I think he does a great job.
He continues to do a great job.
And this was all from gifted funds from the silent donor, correct?
Correct. And, that silent donor's happy with it too, so, I'd like to know how he keeps them all alive. but-
No kidding.
Yeah. Okay, roll call, please.
Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberg.
Aye.
Sisson. Gerald. Zumwalt.
Motion passes. Alderwoman Huffman.
This one, we're actually going to pull from the agenda so that we can do youth and adult hunting at the same time, and then pass an ordinance so that we don't have to revisit it year to year.
Okay.
Alderwoman Huffman.
I make a motion to approve the purchase of a 40-foot open side steel shipping storage container and a 20-foot open side steel shipping storage container from AMW Container Rental and Sales for an amount not to exceed $15,000.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Alderwoman Sisson seconds. Discussion.
What's the difference between, renting, cause I know that the grand theme is to get a real building. What would we save by renting them for 2 years to until we could get the building. We wouldn't let anybody in town put one of these in their backyard, and so I just think what's the difference in pricing? To rent for a couple of years so you get a new building?
I don't know of anyone locally who rents them. Heather, did you find anyone?
So, AMW does also rent these. The cost would be well over the 13,000 he's quoting for purchasing these. These containers, we would be able to move them and use them in different areas in the park. So purchasing them would benefit us more so than just renting for a couple of years. Cause we'd be able.
What was the annual rental fee, do you know?
The annual rental fee was, $7,250 per unit. So you're looking at close to 30,000.
Gary, what does our ordinance say about them at this point?
The only area that they're allowed at this time is industrial. Now, I don't know where these are going, if it's agricultural.
They would be going behind our maintenance shed. I know.
We may have to do a variance on it.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to get around it. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to enforce that ordinance.
Excuse me?
If we don't go through those motions, it's gonna be hard to enforce that ordinance.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't know where they were going or what to say.
I think we need to lead by example and do something. I know you're waiting on a building, and I know.
Yeah, we just have a lot of equipment that's sitting out, not secured, and also, we've got thousands of dollars of equipment that you guys have invested money into that's sitting outside, because we have nowhere to store it.
It's fenced though, right?
It is,
It's getting
that's
weather.
open fence, and also, we have limited shop space, and winter coming up, we don't have anywhere to put anything.
Now, a 40-footer would be, say, basically 10 wide, so 400 square feet and 200 on the other one?
Yeah.
So a 600 square foot metal building, what would that cost us at this point?
Well over 30,000.
Really?
Dave, what was the size? I know you were quoting a building, and yours was much larger than that.
It was 80 by 150 and it was 1.2 million.
Yes.
An 80 by 150 was 1.2 million.
That's everything but plumbing, it's electric.
Yeah,
floor.
and honestly, I don't think Heather or I had thought about the zoning, since they're considered temporary, so that was our miss there. If it's not allowed by zoning code, then it's not allowed by zoning code. We were just trying to think outside the box of a temporary structure to store our equipment in. We do need to get creative and do something within budget, because we do have lawnmowers and things of that nature that are weathering. So if Gary is the only way we'd be able to do this by a variance,
We would have to go to planning or to zoning for a variance, yes.
And how long does that take typically, if approved and everything goes okay?
Depends on when the paperwork's all put together and getting notices.
so I would suggest at this point, if the council wants to do it contingent upon a variance, that would be an option. Otherwise, if you'd rather us not do it, then.
Yeah, we could amend this to approve it contingent upon receiving a variance for placing these on the property in question. That way you're saying yes, but only if it's allowed by the board.
I need a motion from someone to do that, make that amendment. And one up and us. Can I get a second? Okay, Payne, seconds. Any further discussion? We're gonna vote on the amendment to approve, contingent on the, variance granted. Roll call.
Hughes.
Aye.
Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson. Carroll. Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes, and now we'll have to vote on making the purchases all together with the amended motion. Roll call, please.
Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson. Carroll.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes.
That motion passes, so we'll. All right.
Approve contingent upon a variance.
We'll get it set up.
Assemble the hoops and, get through it.
We will get it set up.
Okay,
by the October meeting.
thank you. Alderman Hughes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the payment of a bill from the City of Peoria Fire Academy for an amount not to exceed $14,625.
Thank you. Can I get a second? Alderman Sisson seconds. Any discussion? How much money did we save by doing this?
So the last academy that we sent somebody to Champaign for, the academy itself was 4,500, and then room and board was 9,000. And this is for 2 members, all of it. So room and board's included by the city of Peoria. They stay in a closed-down firehouse.
And also
So
put it on fast track, right?
it was quicker than we could get them into the U of I. So it was a huge cost savings. And again, this is 2 members with firefighter certification, and then 1 staying for EMT. So it's a lot of training for very low amount, very economical amount.
Mayor, Chief. Roll call, please.
Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson.
Aye.
Garrell.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. And Payne.
Motion passes. Alderman Garrell.
I make a motion to approve a resolution establishing a class 2 truck route along Airport Trail from Old Route 66 4-lane to historical Route 66, historical Route 66 from Airport Trail to the south intersection of Skyview Drive and all Skyview Drive.
Thank you. Can I get a second? Alderwoman Zumwalt seconds. Any discussion? You already approved the improvements there, but, we weren't able to get TARP funds unless it's designated a truck route, so that's what we're doing now. So we can be able to use TARP funds to do that along with our matching funds. So if it's like deja vu or Groundhog Day, you'll know why. We've already been here. Roll call, please.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson. Garrell.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. And Fleming.
Aye.
Motion passes. Alderwoman Zumwalt.
Make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing a change order from Mahoney Asphalt for parking lot work for an amount not to exceed $12,600.
Thank you. Can you get a second? Alderwoman Huffman seconds. Any discussion?
I had a question, and I talked to Bill Brighter about why the street department couldn't do that, and it's because of the grade, the specific grade that it had to be. Cause my first instinct was, why can't Dave do that?
Well, Dave don't have all that laser equipment to get that
Right,
done
that's what
just
Bill was
right.
doing.
And
If you are doing the removal.
It's done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ready for them to start, and if you've noticed, they've got a fortune in iron sitting over there ready to go, and I think they'll do a fine job.
Okay. Any other questions on that? Roll call, please.
Sisson. Garrell.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. Fleming. And Kellenberger.
Motion passes. Alderman Kellenberger.
Make a motion to approve an ordinance approving and authorizing the mayor to execute a development agreement for a project in TIF number 1 with Bradley and Danell Oval, 216 North State Street, and other actions related thereto.
Thank you. Can you get a second? Alderman Garrell seconds. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Garrell.
Aye.
Zumwalt. Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Payne. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
And Sisson.
Motion passes. Congratulations. Alderwoman King.
Make a motion to approve a resolution for an agreement with MGT Impact Solutions LLC for interim financial services.
I'll second it.
Fleming seconds. Discussion?
Since this is a motion that is regarding, employee and, employment, do we not need to talk about it in executive session before we go?
We
We
don't
can if we would like to, this is just a temp contract until we would get someone full-time, but we absolutely can speak in executive session if there are any concerns. It is a temp contract, but we're paying that person $116 an hour, and we haven't even advertised that job, so I feel like that would be a longer interim contract. Sure, we can discuss.
We do have, that covered under the executive session, so that'll work. All right. Very good. No motion there. All right, and that,
Yeah, we did make a motion, we did make a motion, so we need to vote on that, that's right.
A motion and then discussion?
Yeah.
So do we want to table this until after we discuss it in executive session to be voted on tonight?
That makes sense to me.
Does that work?
We need a motion to table it then.
Yeah, I need a motion to.
I'll second it.
Zoom on Fleming. Okay, this
We can
is,
make the decision, because it was on the agenda, we can make it after
Yes.
executive
We
session.
can just move the action
That's
item
fine, sure.
until after
Thank
the
you.
executive session, yes.
everybody understand what you're voting on? Roll call please.
Zumwalt.
Aye.
Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes. Kane. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson. And Gerald.
The motion passes. Now I'll make a motion to enter into executive session as allowed under the Illinois Open Meetings Act, Wisconsin Chapter 5 of the Illinois Compiled Statutes, Section 120, to address these certain and restricted items. Number 1, litigation. Number 2, appointment, employment. And 3, selection of person to fill a public office. And 4, meetings between internal and external auditors and governmental audit committees, et cetera, et cetera. Can I have that motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Second, Alderman Gerald, back in seconds. Roll call, please.
Huffman.
Aye.
Hughes.
Aye.
Kane. Fleming.
Aye.
Kellenberger.
Aye.
Sisson.
Aye.
Gerald.
Aye.
And Zumwalt.
We are now in executive
I
session.
gotta go back.